It's hard to believe that this is where we are about to call home. As the cold winter days set in on the south coast of Australia, it really felt like the beginning of a new chapter. It was time to pack up and follow the sun to head north to the Red Centre. Come on. Come on. Good girl. So happy to be back on the road. We ended up having a little bit of time off because I stayed in New Zealand a little bit longer than I was meant to, and then my sister came and visited all the way from Canada, which was really nice. Unfortunately, we didn't end up having the best weather in Melbourne. I had planned to do a bunch of road trips and stay in some cute accommodations along the Great Ocean Road, but it didn't go to plan, so we ended up flying up to Byron Bay because the weather up there was just glorious. So we didn't regret making that decision. Now that that's all wrapped up, we are on our way to the middle of Australia once again. Ever since we were there last year, we've had such a strong desire to come back and explore the red dirt and wide open spaces. Last year we had to go pretty quickly up through the center because I had a flight out of Darwin, and we've just been thinking, how nice would it be to just take our time and spend as long as we want in the Outback. Because this area is so remote, we stopped in Port Augusta yesterday and fully stocked up. Our pantry has never been this full, so we're as prepared as we could possibly be. I think it's gonna be a pretty interesting few months, but I'm excited to take you guys along with me. We have another 4 hours until we make it to Coober, Pedy. We're gonna spend a couple days there just to break up the drive because it is just long and straight. So we're feeling pretty tired, but we made it to Coober, Pedy just in time to watch the sunset. We drove 20 minutes past the town to this spot called the Breakaways, and this has to be one of my favorite spots in the Outback. It is very unique and it feels a little bit like we're on Mars. But the full moon is tonight, and we were hoping to get some shots of it when it was rising above the horizon. Unfortunately, we didn't make it quite in time. We just missed it, but it still looked really beautiful. It is so quiet out here. Wow.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's time for dinner. Cooking up some chickies, broccoli, salad.
You want to see the broccoli?
Yeah.
The healthy stuff.
How's Stella going after the long drive?
We used up a lot of oil yesterday, so I filled it up, and on these old rattly roads a lot of things have come loose, and so I've just tightened up a bunch of the nuts, specifically around this belt here, right? Pretty dusty.
Are you doing yoga, Zena? Good girl. Look at how much dust is on the old girl. Oh my gosh. Rise, guide me to the light. Oh, how I breathe the night, breathe the night. Rise, break up from the rise. See every captive free to shake thy dust. It is very cold and very icy out this morning. I do not want to get out of bed. I think we're going to head straight to town and buy ourselves a coffee so that we don't have to brave the wind and the cold to make our own. And luckily Coober Pedy has a really good shower in town. I can't remember how much it is, but I think we'll go use that and then hit the road. We're going to try and drive about 400 k's today. So that leaves another 400 k's after that before we make it to Uluru. Yay! I love when the nights are this cold because Zenna gets really cuddly. Usually she sleeps right between our heads and it's so cute. Let's go, hop up, go. Oh my goodness, there's so much red dirt. It's like flying everywhere too. Shower for the day. And I'm clean. Yes, queen. You ready for this long drive, Zenna? Mission to find some wood for our fire. Got some wood here from this tree that has fallen down. That'll do us nicely.
Always love having a big fire. This place feels very snaky, doesn't it?
It definitely does. Red dirt and tall grassies.
Very happy to be out here in the Outback.
Dinner is served. Should we sit by the fire? Yes. We can't tell if this is a possum or a mouse. It's a really small possum if it is. What is that? Good morning. I am feeling very sore this morning. Sometimes in the van I just do not sleep well, and last night was one of those. Our cushions shift and sometimes our wood boards even separate, so it just makes for not very comfortable sleeps. Also, we left our boot open, so there was so much cold air coming in and it was freezing. That's another thing on the Kombi we need to fix. It just isn't shutting properly. So it's actually happened the last 2 nights that it's been open and we haven't realized until like 3 a.m. when it's freezing cold. And we were both too lazy to go out and shut it. Today is going to be our final day of driving before we make it to Uluru. It's going to be about 5 hours, but the thing is they're predicting for 50k winds. So we'll most likely be swaying around the freeway, which can be kind of scary. There's so many road trains out here. I think I'll be pretty excited when we arrive there later today and can enjoy the sunset at Ayers Rock. It is such a special part of Australia, so I'm pretty excited to take you guys along this journey, living in the Outback for the next few months. We've made it to the state border and we are about to cross into the Northern Territory. Feels so good to be here. That was the longest drive ever. I don't think I'll ever get used to driving in the Kombi. It's just so exhausting. It does take us to places like this, which is really nice. I don't think I'll ever get over that color of the rock when the sun hits it. It's just insane.
What was it like pulling up today?
Oh man, I'm just like so relieved to be here, but also kind of nervous for the next few months because we're literally in the middle of Australia.